Good morning, all. Miracle Rising. I hope everybody had a good Mother's Day. Mine was interesting, to say the least. Energies were loud. Good gracious. I don't know, when you, wake up to the reality around you is falsified in many ways, you just start seeing between the lines. No matter how much they try to mess with perception of your own perception, not only the perception around you, but your own perception. It's so hilarious to me. So many bad actors. That's what I'll call them, bad actors. Not even people in the movie biz. We got people that walk amongst us that consider themselves, normal people, that get paid on the side to be bad actors or handlers in people's lives. It's crazy to me. And they don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'll never begin to want to walk through the mind that they carry. I'm very blessed and honored to walk with a clear conscience. And it's a battle. It's a battle every day, all day, to walk with a clear conscience. Nobody's out here trying to be Mother Teresa in this web we weave right now. I think it's so comical that because people partake in unfavorable things or can do unfavorable actions at their free will, because you choose not to operate in that makes you some kind of Mother Teresa type thing. And it's like, nah, if that's what you need to tell yourself to make you feel better for the things that you do, by all means, go ahead. But there's no Mother Teresa here. And so and that's just something that came to me like a week ago. Nobody said that per se to me, but I felt the energy of it. And so it's one of those things. It's like, nah, your projections are not going to fly with me. That is a you thing. It's not a me thing. I'm just over here trying to be good at the best of my abilities given the circumstances that I'm around. And it's not a matter of trying to be good. It's a matter of treating people the way that I want them to be treated, no matter how they treat me. It makes no difference to me. It's like I see how God's kind of peeling back the onion layers in reference to the cycles that I've been in for quite some time now, my whole life, that being said, in reference to like friend groups, companies I work for. And it's just a very interesting concept to kind of open your eyes to see, because the similarities are so comparable between the two, between the friend groups, the companies, and things of that nature that I pick up on in reference to that, because I have so many people surrounding me, and that have surrounded me, that for some reason just get completely off on siphoning my energy, or coming at me sideways but in the dark, or little innuendos or gestures, or better yet, lying to me to my face on a daily basis. That tickles them. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. I truly don't. I would imagine that to eat at your soul at some way, shape, or form when you are surrounded by someone and you're not being honest with them at all. And a lot of different ventures of the friendship or the relationship or the contract, whether it be with a business or whatever, it's like, golly, the world just wasn't designed to live like that. I don't know why we have people in this world that do this at free will and then get upset when their antics and their actions and their tactics don't work. It's like, that's God telling you, you're in the wrong line of business. You shouldn't be doing this for a living. For no reason, no dollar sign. And that just be that. And it's one of those things. I realize, I'm well aware that People have no intention of telling the truth in reference to everything that surrounds me, has surrounded me. And I understand that because the truth is really deep and it's very dark. And so I understand that, it doesn't make it okay though. I get that where you're coming from, but it doesn't make it okay. You're only hurting yourself and you're hurting those around you that know the real truth, which spews out in the reality in which you're trying to live a fake mask or wear a false facade or narrate a story one way when the truth is this way. It comes out, like the truth seeps out in little areas of it because there's holes in it. And so that's why it's really important to not make choices in your life in which you have free will to partake in different things like this, no matter who it's with, no matter who's paying you what, no matter what 3-letter digit, no matter. At the end of the day, conscience is conscience. What's right is right. Morals are morals. Values are values. Ethics are ethics. Righteousness is righteousness. There's no gray area to that. So many people want to dance on the line of gray area, and it's like there's no gray area to it. You know what's right. And so I just, after yesterday, and just certain things that I've picked up in the last 72 hours, it's just crazy to me. I never in my wildest dreams would have imagined myself to live in a world surrounded by adult people that have children or raising children, to act in such a dark way in a life granted to them by God to make other choices in what they're choosing to do right now. And it breaks my heart for them and their family and their legacy, because in the long run, that's what it's going to hurt. It's not going to hurt anybody else outside of that, unfortunately. I know that isn't what a lot of people think or see. However, it's not designed for you to see. That's why it's the universal laws that are just not supposed to be met with, but to each to their own, I guess. Trump made a post yesterday for Mother's Day, and it's so crazy to me, the verbiage that is used in different areas of his post and the choice of words that are used to kind of send out a message in reference to the wealthy and whatever, the elites and the Baal worshippers and whatever else you want to consider yourself, truthfully. And again, teach to their own. I told a coworker last week, I just don't know why all these people that live so much in power and control and greed just don't go to a certain area of the 50 states. We live in a very big nation, like big, right? And so there's a plethora of areas where they could just all go and live amongst each other and be very powerful and ego-driven people and worship whatever they want to worship. And all us little peons we'll be fine in our little world, scrubbing for change and pennies, helping each other out, helping each other's local businesses out, and living in a righteous way, right? We would all be fine with that. I guarantee you most people, if they removed the rose-colored goggles, they'd be like, yeah, that'd be, you know what I mean? But it's just not, because these people feed on energy. They feed on your pitfalls. They feed on your trials and tribulations and how you respond to them and having control over you. This is what makes them feel even more powerful. And it's like an energy thing. And so you can start seeing that in between the lines of it when you're somebody that awakens, and you can start feeling your energy being pulled in different ways, unwarranted. And that's where I can go into my prayer and talk to God about it, because I can feel it. And it gets to be a bit much. It surely does. But I love you guys. I hope everybody has a great Monday. And on to the next day. Just checking days off my list. Love you guys.